Medfield. We're here in the downstairs of the library talking while Eileen DeSorga sits here signing everybody in for a meet and greet with our Senator, Joe Kennedy. And there are a lot of people here. I'm surprised. I don't know if the camera can pan all of them. There's quite a few here. How many of you checked in, Eileen?
I don't know. I'd say there's at least 30, 40 people that have checked in already, and it's amazing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon with the New in Town having a Halloween party. There's a volleyball tournament going on in the high school. There's a lot of activity here in Medfield today, and I'm just amazed at the crowd that have come out to see and meet with our Congressman.
And it's almost Halloween. If Sue would tell us why she is here?
Yeah, I'd like to ask our representative how he's going to deal with the Tea Party come January when the debt ceiling is again up for discussion. And basically that. And I'm concerned about Social Security, I'm concerned about Medicare, and the so-called entitlements that, frankly, we are entitled to. Okay?
Sounds good to me, Susan.
All right, very good, Ann. Thank you.
Tell us on Medfield TV why you're here today.
I'm here to see Joe Kennedy. I work for him in his campaign and want to wish him well and get a few questions answered relative to Social Security.
To show good faith to the Democratic Party and talk about Social Security.
I would like to talk to Congressman Kennedy about the importance of both parties moving toward the middle and getting some things.
Do you think he'll hear you?
I mean, I'm of Boston Irish Catholic stock. My dad was a great friend of JFK. But I found myself becoming more of an independent voter recently. I just find neither party really speaks to me with their whole program. So I voted for Joe Kennedy, but I voted for Mitt Romney. So specifically, I guess, I'd like to talk to him about making sure the Democratic Party, in order to ensure its success, for that matter, reaches out to independent voters, such as me, and shows some willingness to work on entitlement reform, for example. And just every time you hear the word Social Security or Medicare, you can't run for the exit and say it's off the table. We have to talk about things for the long-term good of the country.
Why are you working for Mr. Kennedy?
Well, right now I'm not working for him, but I worked on his campaign, and he's been a great inspiration to me for my hopeful future with politics. So I've been getting closer with him, and I managed to work this summer with him in his Washington, D.C. office.
Do you live here in Medfield?
I do. I go to school at UMass Amherst. But,
do you really?
Yeah,
two of my boys went there.
That's perfect.
Hope you didn't end up as well as they did. It was good school for them. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Hinckley, would you care to tell people why you're here?
Hoping that he talks about Social Security and maybe the retirement programs that nobody has.
Well, having worked for the town for 23 years, I still have real faith in this town that it still is on top of things. And yeah, I have to say that with my retirement, I do have the Norfolk County pension, and so which is still okay, but there are an awful lot of people that don't, and so we have to see what's going on.
Neither my husband nor I have a pension.
Well, this is the thing too. When your husband was working for himself, which mine was too, he didn't have that kind of a pension and so on. And when you get to be 88, you think differently, don't you?
I've got a few years to go. Not many.
74.
I'm about to test this man's memory. Let's see if he knows who the heck I am.
Jim Thompson, the legend.
Wow.
Excellent. Yeah, the legend.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Senator Jim Timble.
And you're here because?
I'm here because Congressman Kennedy's here.
Is that a good reason?
Yeah, you typically don't find me in Medfield Library checking out books because I'm late returning them. So
You're big on fines?
I don't know. I'm current right now. I'll have you know. But no, the Congressman was coming up, so I just wanted to stop up and say hello. I have no constituent needs or issues, but I just wanted to say hi.
How good a job do you think he's doing so far?
The top 10. I think he's excellent. I knew he was going to be great when he ran. I think his campaign had so much energy. He was everywhere. And I think he's done the same thing. And a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Medfield, we have the Congressman from Washington here doing office hours, just talking to individuals one-on-one. How great is that?
I think it is great.
And this is my BF. My best friend forever.
Peter Pelosi.
I have met Peter.
Yeah.
This is my BFF forever. Best friend forever.
So what are you doing to help the town of Medfield out?
We're working very hard with Representative Garlick and the big issue of the day, of course, is just before the Board of Selectmen, is Medfield State Hospital. So we're working with the citizen group that's working very hard, working with the selectmen, and we want to make sure that the state gets the best disposition possible for the community, keeping in mind that the cleanup has to be first rate, and that whatever works the best for this community, which you yourself were part of the wonderful partnership of people in Medfield who did so much for so much volunteering and so much work. So Medfield was always a very good host to Medfield State Hospital. So now that the state is leaving, we want to make sure, as I say, that we get the best deal possible. And then there are other issues in town, whether it be traffic, Lyme disease, and some other things that the board brought up in their meeting. And we're working on those issues with the selectmen. And like government, it's an ongoing process. And we continue to work, continue to talk. And I think an effort like this, you get out and you find out not just what happens in and around the State House, but you have, what happens in town and what's important to people, and then get an idea of what they look for from government and what their experiences with government, and always try to make it better.
The hospital is a big issue. I'm still in the mediation committee, and I volunteered up there for 40 years. So I'm very familiar with the buildings as well, not just for the ground. I've been in almost every building, and that's why I'm very interested in what's going to happen there.
Yeah. So and as I say, Medfield did its part. It's nice for the state to do its part, and we think we're in a better place than we were a couple of years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. And I think it's going to, when the state leaves, I hope they leave a wonderful footprint because it's very important to me, and I think to the town of Medfield.
Because one of the things that I try and tell people that haven't been involved is the people we're dealing with now from the state are not the ones that made the mess. They're the ones trying to help us solve the mess, but they didn't make the mess. And I have been very much impressed with the response we've gotten from the state. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Oh no, that is quite clear. Obviously, they're left with the legacy problems, and we see legacy problems all over the place. 50, 60 years ago, 20 or 30 years ago, people didn't know how to dispose, or the disposal of certain elements, wasn't what it is today. And in doing so, that's left us, as I say, a legacy problem. That legacy problem exists not only with Medfield Hospital, but with private business. And I'm seeing throughout the 9 communities I represent, I bet I have probably 5 or 6 active, almost to the level of Superfund sites.
I know about the trash being thrown out because we've had dogs for years, but we had a 196-pound mastiff, and he liked to dig in the shade near a tree, and he would dig a big hole and lie in the earth that was maybe a little damp because it was cooler than what was on top. And he started bringing in medicine bottles and corn cobs and trash, pipes. I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff that he picked in right in back of our house. I was very surprised. And that's pretty much what we're finding at the hospital.
They just didn't know, and the requirements that we have now, going forward, I think we're going to be in a better position environmentally. But there is definitely a problem in our environment, and I think that has led to, in large part, a lot of diseases that we suffer from, and I think that quite clearly there's a problem in our environment, and the better we do to clean up, I think that it's better for the generations behind. And we know quite clearly, not the individuals, but the Commonwealth of Mass operated the hospital, so they are the principal responsible party. And we have in our laws the unlimited look back, and that unlimited look back, we know who's there. You've got to get out. I would hope that the state, the Department of Environmental Protection, the EPA, would hold businesses to pretty high standards, so they should live up to those high standards themselves.
I hope so too. Thank you very much, Jim.
Oh, my pleasure, Ann.
Hi, Medfield. We've finally seen the star of the show today.
Hi, everybody, and it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, Joe.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
And what are the big questions today?
We a bit of everything. So everything from our debt and debt ceiling issues, and the debates over the continuing resolution, and our budget prospects going forward, coming up in December and then January and February. We've had questions about autism. We've had issues with questions about the Affordable Care Act. We've had questions about cost containment. Social Security's come up a bunch of times, Medicare, pensions, government contracting, gun control, immigration, generic drugs, tattoos, Fenway Health Center, a little bit of everything. So
why do you do this job? I can't imagine. But good luck to you, and I hope you continue to serve the people of Medfield well, Joe. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Hi, Medfield and Medfield people. My name is Ann Thompson. I used to be a selectman here. Independent voter, as a matter of fact, but I'm here because Joe Kennedy, our new representative, is here, and he is the first Democrat that my husband ever voted for, so he's very famous in our house and our family. So I thought it was very important to give him our best and to hope that he will continue to work hard for the town of Medfield. So we're here at the library, and there's been a good crowd there going in and out to see Joe. It's been a terrific morning.
Production support provided by Medfield.tv. Access to our community.
Hi, I'm Shonda Schilling, and you're watching Medfield.tv.